future home of Super Bowl 56. There's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
They'll run on first down.
Fuller.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL.
John,
so when they're that
come here.
high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Herbert's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Herbert. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Fuller.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. Threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to air one out. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for L.A.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
Yeah, and that throw, my goodness, and even 70 yards through the air.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
His throw caught at about the 5. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side with Taylor. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Adams going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Tucker with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Herbert off of play action. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the option, it'll be Hurts. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. the 6-yard line.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Adams. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A 27-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest.
This is intercepted.
Fucking Harold Poole, man. Lock that motherfucker up, man.
And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
Let's go, big Poole, man.
In the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake. Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Number 85. A gain of 27 on the play. And a Raven first down.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Chargers 7.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And the Chargers 36-yard line.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I wasn't even watching.
And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically,
Isaiah the Dog Simmons.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for L.A. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and run touchdown.
We broke on knees like that.
His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Ravens 17. Chargers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one.
Crack baby. They just want to have my baby.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And down he'll go at the 25. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. from the gun. They'll try to run it. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off. The quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert now. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And out of that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician record, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much during this. He keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Bmore.
Hey, what's wrong? What's wrong with my girl? What happened? Tell Daddy what happened.
Because it depends on the coach and who are making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around.
Can you tell Daddy
or
what
is he a
happened?
guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now,
Was
what
it
you're
her?
waiting for is
Was
your
it her?
defense. They'll keep you
Was
in the
it-
game to give him
Oh,
an
was it
opportunity
him?
to get back on
Who
track.
was it? You could tell Daddy
Coming up in a couple of
who
minutes,
it
we'll
was.
get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll try to run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have a first down as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Well, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Running left, Taylor. Now, this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. No back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. They got it wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep Taylor, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
It seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Back to throw. Adams. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
What size you want to shoot? What's the sizes again? Like what they call
receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Or the top that they use.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Oh yeah. She a 4C.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Size 3.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. There's a nice move. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On the counter, it's Taylor. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Adams. Flush to his right. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep for Moore. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rondale Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
You ain't just tell me I'm holding up the pint, bitch.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit,
What
because
is it?
now
What are you
urgency
doing?
has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's letting this one go for Fuller.
Come on, man. Ain't no way that wasn't Gilmore. Gilmore would have caught that. Who was that, man?
And obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form.
That was
what do you think's going on out there, CD?
Michael.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing
in that pool, man, I messed up, man. Daggone, I thought the ball was going out right. Pool, my fault, dog.
In order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's going to let it go again. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first.
Let's go. You won. No, I didn't win. I'm not trying to keep on. I've been losing like a mofo.
So a big call there that brings up fourth.
We just had a big old stop.
That is the Chargers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game.
Let's go.
Team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. First and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view.
It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rondale Moore. An even 90 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them, because when you get people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Tucker now to kick
it
away.
Man, bring them out, bring them out.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And
Wrap
no
him
chance
up.
to get away as they'll get him down at the 17-yard line.
By that pressure. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What
Dog
steps
made.
do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Who a dog? Burns a dog.
Down he goes. Back at the
Burns won.
8-yard line.
Who else won?
And the job becomes twice as difficult.
Who else a dog?
Sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now a throw here to his running back.
Cole a dog.
A full yard shy of the 20 at the 19.
Max Cole a dog. Who else a dog?
Back on that one, it leads
Who else a dog?
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
Ooh, Means is a dog. Who else is a dog? Means is a dog. Where my dogs at? Where my dogs at?
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Oh, spinning away.
You freaking cat.
It'll be a net of
man, I got this damn weekend net, man. And he hit moves.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
Everything ain't gonna be your day, boy, but we need you to just keep on toting. You running hard. That's something we just ain't finding the hole.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that
Everything ain't gonna be your day. Oof.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
We just need you to maintain,
His head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been
maintain the momentum for us. That's all you gotta do.
Frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he?
Oh, they got caught up.
He knows what's going on out there, and right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give, running left is Harris. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Dang.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Somebody asked, do y'all want to go work back in the building?
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the...
Oh, yeah, because that's right. Some of them stay by there.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try the left side. It's Taylor. Busts through the tackle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 68 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Patience is the key, dog.
He just passed LaDainian Tomlinson
Patience
on the
is the
all-time
key.
NFL rushing list.
And congratulations to him.
I have a bad running game.
As well. We'd also ask him, as well as you carried it, could you throw it like I could too?
That boy hit soft, man. Who that hitting like that cupcake like that, man?
And now he's soaring past that. That catch good for only a couple.
That boy won't hit JT like that.
Got it here at
That boy won't hit Jonathan Taylor like that.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Boys out there turning their backs, JT.
This thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Shrugs him off, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give, right side. Taylor. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. From the gun, it's Taylor. And some strong running. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Charles, this one not over certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, good catch.
Inside the 10. Touchdown.
Good catch.
A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game.
Daggone you, man. When I go at that, finish this. Right.
We'll see a return here from the end zone.
After I finish this, there go Puff Jump.
For this next drive. And this game very well turned out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I finished this.
You know, following up on this head coach
cut the game.
pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Now Adams to throw on 1st and 10. They'll check this one down to Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just 2 minutes.
I think he got a new phone because he is being broke. But if he would have got, I had been calling Joel. I call his mama most of the time because they don't be having this.
They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1.
He got a new. I don't even know. He got a new phone.
Back to throw. Adams. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Chargers 21.
I'm going to get him soon.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I got to take him to basketball practice.
Oh, okay.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big game that time for the Chargers.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And now here's another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They run once more with Taylor. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlights.
Yeah, you can wait till I turn the game off, though. Because I'm going to take a shot.
This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
I want to
Chance
turn
of
the
wasting
game
this
off.
great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a give right side. It's Taylor.
Oh, I almost caught that 3.
First down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Shoot, I guess cheese and
Well, Charles, it's
what they eat last time?
time?
Jonathan and Julian. Last time you got Papa John.
They can't help but
I
feel
think.
great about
Yeah, I
themselves,
think.
can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the
I
ball,
don't get cheese
things
and
are working
pepperoni.
and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans.